So, hello and welcome people back to Let's Play Nights into Dreams. This is gonna be the last episode of the Elliot storyline, but we're also going to be covering the girl storyline.
Wait, are there more other than the ones you're covering?
Well, see all of those dots on the left side? Those are all of her levels, and she's
right, but you said we're also going to be covering all of her storyline. Is there another storyline that we're not covering? That's my question.
No, we're like those are the two, and there is also going to be the Christmas Nights mode, and we're gonna kill ourselves
because Elliot was so ashamed of his lack of basketball skills. Oh, no.
But now he can fly on his own. He doesn't need knights.
Oh my gosh. The power was inside him all along.
Exactly.
The real knights were the friends we made along the way.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is the most fun stage in the game, at least for me. Just the.
Well, it's got my favorite song so far.
Mm-hmm. It's so good. It's also one of the harder ones, but it's just like it's so good that I don't mind having to replay it so many times. Also,
I realized I shouldn't snap in time to the music because you're probably at a very slightly different timestamp than I am, and I'm probably very slightly off and annoying everyone who's listening. Go ahead.
But yeah, it is a very good song. It is a very fun level, although it's slightly nerfed when it comes to the mechanics. Elliot sadly cannot do a loop-de-loop, like a para-loop. Like he doesn't do the sprinkles. So he cannot collect points the exact same way, but the entire stage is like built around the idea that you're not going to be able to do that same thing. So it's not a big deal.
Well, also what makes this so great is that you don't have a bunch of walls to bonk your head into, which just kind of makes the game a whole lot more free-flowing and fast and fun.
Yeah, this is why there is nothing to stop you here, which is so great about this stage.
And it matches like the theme and music theme because it, you feel very free.
Mm-hmm.
Good design.
Yes.
In that sense.
And there's though the requirements for the points can be pretty damn tight, because unlike other stages where if you repeat a loop, all of the points that you can get respawn. This one doesn't do that. You have to pretty much collect most of everything if you hope to have enough points in order to get to the next unlock the next idea sphere. And as you can see, unlike with the other stages, we don't deposit the ideas. We actually carry all of them with us.
Why do you sometimes like run into a balloon and it makes you stop completely?
Balloons sort of count as enemies. Basically, if you run into an enemy in this game, you stop and grab them. Balloons work similar way, although they do not attack you. And I have to tell you, in this moment, you actually have to push the button a couple times, which is why I stopped there for a moment. But also the game absolutely fucking freaks out when you're playing it on the Saturn, because there's too much graphics going on and half the textures just disappear.
And that was the girl who we're going to learn more about later. She also is in Dreamland.
Exactly.
With Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Nightmare in Dreamland. Kirby is a ripoff of Nights. And also, don't tell me that Kirby game came first.
Well, they were ahead of their time, you know.
Also, apparently, Hazelbub is not very happy with you here.
Yeah,
oh, that evil laugh reminds me of Glover.
Don't remind me of Glover. Oh my god, he has so many Glovers.
Oh my gosh, it's Glover! Glover's the final boss. It all makes sense.
Oh, this gives me so much more motivation now, you know? Says 6 Glovers.
6, you gotta defeat all the Glovers.
7 more Glovers than there actually need to exist.
Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland came out like about a year and a half before Knights of the Dreams.
Yeah, makes sense.
A little bit more. Actually, more like 2 years. But yeah, so you've got knights and knights, and they've teamed up to be knights of the Round Table. Like, why are there two knights? I guess.
Well,
did you guys turn into knights? Have you become jesters?
Kind of.
You guys went to clown college and became clowns. Graduated magna clown laude. Get it? Oh, now we're about to get the sickest cutscene. That you can tell, this takes place in Japan.
Yeah, like no guns.
There's no guns, and also, everything looks exactly like the streets and sidewalks of Japan do in anime.
You can also very much tell this was made by Sega because of the...
oh yeah, it's Sega.
The colors and everything.
Why is James crying? 'Cause he just got dunked down. I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked down.
Oh, they got posterized. And they have the proper response. We never knew his power level. What? The red guy is so happy for him.
We lost so hard.
You see how happy he was, though?
Yeah.
He was like, finally. He rose up to meet my challenge. It's what I wanted all along. And Knights is like, you don't need me anymore, son. He's, you're my real dad. You said you were just going out for a pack of cigarettes and then you never came back.
And now we get the credits song, and I really, really like this song.
Hold on, let me turn it up. Oh yes, this song.
I do love how even though this game was released only in Japan, all of the credits are in English, and the song is in English.
It's the Metal Wolf Chaos effect. See, I dislike this version of the song because I don't like listening to kids not be able to sing because they're off key, and it bugs me.
There's also another version.
The tones. I know, and we had an entire discussion about this, and I prefer the version without children.
Yeah.
They're just they don't have the same vocal control. But I do like this kind of song.
It's like this right kind of cheese-tasticness. Sleep. Those names. Oh, they do. See, this is the credit sequence you want. You get all of the names of the monsters.
Rule and pull, and but the thing is, the way the game works, you don't even look at the enemies for the most part. You know.
Yeah.
It's a little different than Kirby, which this is a ripoff of. Where all the enemies kind of get their screen time, and you look at them and then you become them. It's a little different. But I do love when they just decided to name all of them.
Yes, I mean here you just go so fast most of the times you don't know, and you don't even notice them until you literally bump into them.
Right. And it's not like the game makes you stop to, which would be terrible. Stop to fight them. You do get slowed down if you run into them, but it's not like you have to slow yourself down ahead of time.
Cuddle.
The cuttlefish. That's the joke that they're making. See, Cursal is totally a Kirby reference. There's actually very little similarities. very few similarities, but I wonder who they got to sing, to like record and sing this though, because that's clearly not like small Japanese children, you know?
Well, they likely. I mean, Sega always had a fairly active American part. I mean, the company
Right.
itself was founded in like Hawaii.
Right.
Ah, this is based on the Moonfish.
I'm just kind of listening to the song.
Me too.
Now that we've got better singers accompanying it, I like it better. Again, I like the funky bass groove too. This is kind of like rhythm, a little bit, which is a Korean band I like. Reala. Oh, I get it. The real world is the enemy.
Yes,
You've
the
got to
real
escape
world
into the-
is the nightmare.
Yeah.
Wise men.
More like Glover.
More like the scarier Glover because there's more of them.
Glover X6. Knights specifically has a lowercase I. Don't you forget it.
Yeah.
Don't you ever spell it improperly. Try Claris.
Claris Dream.
Claris? Is
Yeah.
that a name, actually, or did they just make that up? Oh, snap. Post-credit sequence. Wow. I feel like I'm a changed man. Knights
I mean,
was what I
those
needed
those
all
those
along.
children will have provided you with enough profile pics.